Hi everyone, this is High Performance Group's action pack firefighting variation or variant which just came a few days ago, so it's pretty new. We have firefighters inside the helicopter and some drinking water in there, 2 pilots. And what's the best deal here? We have a Bambi Bucket firefighting bucket underneath the helicopter, but it's visible right after we take off. Okay, let's check the helicopter from inside. This is, by the way, some was this Californian? Anyway, some American company, which I assume is making some firefighting in the States. There is 2 different liveries in this package, which comes with the new variant. Okay, let's close the back doors. Check the equipment. So we have Bambi Bucket here. I have emergency floats installed and external hook which is carrying the Bambi Bucket. And I'll always like to put off the inlet barrier filter, and usually I use anti-collision ACAS device, but now I'm not using it because the fire that we are later going to see on the ground most probably makes traffic announcements from the fire. So now we shouldn't get any warnings. And first of all, if we want to fight against the fire, we go to the main page and hit missions. And mission menu, connect to scenario editor and check that it will be ready and set. Begin firefighting. And before I started the simulator, I used this scenario editor to make 2 fires or 3 different fires here to a camping area. We are, by the way, located in Sweden, in Östersund, Åre-Östersund airport. It's quite near to the Norwegian border, here in the middle of Sweden, and this is Scandinavia. I have been in real life to this airport a few times to take the helicopter H145. I'm flying in Finnish Hems company, Finhems, for maintenance. We have actually we had the maintenance in this building here, and actually still have. So our mission will be to depart from this airfield. Go check the area here and pick up some water to the Bambi Bucket and then put the fire out. And for the realism, I wanted to use the VATSIM service also, so I'm going to contact to Sweden Control via VATSIM and ask the permission for the control zone, the clearance to fly in the control zone, so it will be a little bit more realistic action. Okay, let's switch the right frequency here. 118.4.
Facing north, Luxor 32 Papa.
microphone goes to radio number 1 and monitoring radio number 1. And this is the
Lot 4433,
radio
flight level
1.
340.
And I'm also using Navigraph charts, so I'm able to check the right apron here. I'm located here in the apron east. So when opening the radio call to Sweden Control, I just use the apron east. And the Östersund airport actually, in real life, it's a remote controlled tower. So there is no physically anyone sitting in the tower, but you can see the tower there. They have cameras and every kind of radars.
EC79 Uniform Kilo, taxi to stand 19er, Fire Delta Yankee Juliet.
Let's see, I haven't done any
Stand
flight
19
plan
Delta Yankee and Juliet, EC79 Uniform Kilo.
for the VATSIM, but this kind of emergency situation should be okay. Usually when I fly in Finland, I like to write to the person that is in control in the area and ask if it's okay to fly ad hoc, like just hit the road. Okay, all set. We have radio frequency for VATSIM. We have the mission ready here, and engines are running. No warnings. Hook unloaded at the moment. Cargo hook installed. We have enough fuel for this flight. I believe we are operating very near, and I don't know actually anything about firefighting with the helicopters. I only fly HEMS missions in Rovaniemi base in Finland, so this is everything is like improvisation, but just trying to operate with the helicopter as I would operate in the real world ish. Okay, let's contact the Sweden Control and check if everything's okay. Sweden Control, Helicopter Oscar Hotel, Hotel Mike Sierra.
Oscar Hotel, Hotel Mike Sierra, Sweden Control, good afternoon.
Afternoon, located in apron east in Östersund airport, and I have firefighting mission to the southwest of the airfield, 2 miles. Request clearance to control zone. Oscar Hotel, Hotel Mike Sierra.
Oscar Hotel Mike Sierra, runway 30 on you, wind is 290 degrees, 18 knots, QNH 1019er.
1019er, Oscar Mike Sierra. And we have right QNH. Okay. He didn't give me any permission for the air taxi, but I'm not in the traffic area. Actually, I am, yes. You can see from here, tower, this boundary should be the boundary for ATC service, yes. So I'm here, and if I want to go to this spot.
Oscar Mike Sierra, taxi via Alpha and Bravo, hold short of runway 1230.
Taxi via Alpha and Bravo, hold short of runway 12 and 30, Oscar Mike Sierra. Okay, Alpha and Bravo.
And Oscar Mike Sierra, report persons aboard and aircraft type, please.
4 persons on board and Airbus H145, Oscar Mike Sierra. So we're able to.
Qatar final Golf back.
Thanks.
And I'm using this FATO here, for the takeoff.
Finnair 429, we are currently declaring an emergency.
This is a little bit challenging
If you
situation
have an
for
issue
the
with one of the engines.
ATC because he wasn't prepared what I'm just doing here. So just testing. There is not any kind of traffic in this area, so I thought that it's gonna be okay. Okay, let's take off then.
Luxair 32 Papa, request taxi.
Luxair 32 Papa, taxi to holding point, Trammy 215 Hotel and Solo.
Okay, we can see the wind direction. It's from west, so we are using this direction for the takeoff. And here,
Scandinavian 6 for Tango, ready for push and start.
here we have the FATO.
Luxair 32 Papa, taxi to holding point, Trammy 215 Hotel and Solo.
We have
Taxi to
FATO
holding
for
point
helicopters
181
here.
via
I'm hitting
Hotel
GTC
and
8
Zulu,
hover
Luxair 32
mode.
Papa.
Scandinavian 6 for Tango, push back and start up approved.
And as you can see,
Push back and start up
FATOs here.
approved, Scandinavian 6 for Tango.
Sweden Control, hello, Sweden 1484, reaching flight level 350, will be ready for descent shortly.
Hello, Sweden 1484, Sweden Control, squawk 5306.
Squawk 5306, Sweden 1484.
Ready for descent. Scandinavian 159.
Scandinavian 159, descend flight level 100.
Descent to flight level 100. Scandinavian 159. Cashibian 043, ready to descend.
Cascabian 043, descend to flight level 270.
270, Cashibian 043.
Sweden 1484, Sweden Control, radar contact, clear Delta 7 Mike, Rami 01 left, descend to flight level 110.
Top 7 Mike 01 left, descent to flight level 110, Sweden 1484.
Qantas 55, and ready, descend to flight level 250.
250, Qantas 55.
Sweden Control helicopter Oscar Mike Sierra at Åre-Östersund airport. Ready at taxiway Alpha. Helicopter FATO, request clearance for takeoff.
Hotel Mike Sierra, over taxi via Alpha and Bravo, line up Rami 30.
Request startup from the helicopter FATO, which is located in taxiway Alpha, and I'm at the moment in that spot. If possible, Oscar Mike, correction, Hotel Mike Sierra.
Hotel Mike Sierra, Roger, calling back.
Okay. I think they are not familiar with the helicopter operations here.
Hello, FedEx 23 Lima, Sweden Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, FedEx 230.
And Scandinavian 618, ready for push and
Scandinavian 618, push back and start up approved.
approved 618.
Looks like they are quite busy now.
Sweden, hello again, Lufthansa 803, information Golf, stand 10 at Arlanda, request clearance to Frankfurt.
Hello, Lufthansa 803, Sweden Control, clear to Frankfurt via Mossley 5 Lima departure, altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 3710.
This is
Information Golf
actually the
correct,
situation
QNH
in VATSIM world, so every
Lufthansa 803,
airplane
clear
here
to
is
Frankfurt, Mossley 5
virtual
Lima departure, initial climb
pilot
5,000
using
feet,
this VATSIM
squawk 3710, QNH 1018.
and I'm in
Lufthansa
here
803,
Sweden Control
clear deck right.
frequency, and this is my airplane here.
Continue present heading. Fly heading 210 to traffic. Heading 210.
Heading 210, Scandinavian 1 final.
And I think he was
Luxor 32 Papa
just
at runway
speaking to this
21, ready for
airplane.
departure.
Luxor 32 Papa, runway 21, clear for takeoff, winds 270 degrees, 4 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, Luxor 32 Papa.
Luxelle.
Scandinavian 6 for Tango, request taxi.
No, there's no one here.
Scandinavian 6 for Tango, taxi to holding point runway 08.
Taxi to holding point runway 08, Scandinavian 6 for Tango.
Okay, let's see. There is quite long holding now ongoing. Maybe
Oscar Mike Sierra, leave control zone för Svartsjöarna at 3000 feet or below, squawk 7003.
7003 7003 squawk 7003, and for your information, the forest fire is 2 miles southwest from this airport, so I'm requesting clearance to stay on the control zone. Oscar Mike Sierra.
Cena 1400, contact Copenhagen approach, 119.8. Cena 1400, contact Copenhagen approach, 119.8.
Finnair 1400, contact Copenhagen approach, 119.8. Thank you for excellent difficulty.
Scandinavian 1500, turn right heading, left heading 170.
Left 170.
Okay, crap, this became a little bit
FedEx 23 Lima, climb flight over 370.
too hard now.
Flight 370, FedEx 220.
Caribbean 043, Unicom 122.8.
Unicom 122.8, thank you for Caribbean 043, hey.
Okay.
Scandinavian 618,
No.
request that.
Scandinavian 618, start taxi to holding point runway 08, hold short of X-ray. A second, hold short of X-ray number 2.
Holding point 08 would be holding short by X-ray Scandinavian 618.
Confirm, hold short before, hold short of X-ray.
Holding short before X-ray Scandinavian 618.
Luxor 32 Papa, climb to flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, Luxor 32 Papa.
Qantas 55, Unicom 122.8.
Over to 122.8 for Qantas 55, thanks for your service and have a great day.
Have a nice day. Oscar Mike Sierra, say requested altitude in the control zone.
1000 correction, 2000 feet or below, Oscar Mike Sierra.
Oscar Mike Sierra, clear 2000 feet or below in the control zone. Wind is 280 degrees, 14 knots. Depart at own discussion.
Clear 2000 feet or below to control zone, squawking 7003, Oscar Mike Sierra.
And Oscar Mike Sierra, for the next time, as you hear, this frequency is rather busy, so it helps a lot if you send a flight plan.
Okay, Roger. I usually fly in Finland, and we have some agreements with this HEMS missions and fire department, so sorry about that. We'll go. Oscar Mike Sierra.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. That was the deal.
Scanner 159, descend to flight level 70, information Bravo valid, intention vectoring from this approach runway 35.
Okay, user error.
Descend to flight level 70, an information Bravo for vector side left runway 235, Scandinavian 159.
Luxor 32 Papa, climb to flight level 380.
Okay, let's see, pretty soon we should see the fire. There it is. Quite a lot of smoke visible, and wind is from the western direction.
Scandinavian 64 Tango, holding point runway 08.
Scandinavian 64 Tango, wind is 320 degrees, 8 knots, runway 08, left turn departure, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 08, left turn departure, Scandinavian 64 Tango.
Scandinavian 159er, fly direct Mike Sierra 612, direct Mike Sierra 612 till interceptor S med 1 Tango.
Proceed Mike Sierra 612 for Scandinavian 159.
Okay, there we go. I think it was
Sweden
mistake
Control,
to use this VATSIM
radio
in
check.
this busy surroundings.
Hello, Sweden, radio fine.
I thought that there will be only few aircrafts,
Scandinavian 618, continue, taxi holding point,
or
runway
maybe
08.
there's some kind of
Continue holding point runway 08, Scandinavian 61.
training or mission or something. Okay, there we have the fire. We have optimal conditions here nearby the airfield, and then lots of water available, and I'm hitting the GTCH mode. There we go. And when the Bambi Bucket hits the water, the aircraft comes really heavy, and it goes few meters downwards, so always have to be careful with that, especially in this simulator. Then climbing a little bit upwards, decoupling the autopilot upper modes. Airspeed alive.
Sweden 148, forwarding level 110.
Sweden 1484, continue descent to flight level 70, information Golf.
Descent level
Here we
70
go.
with Golf, Sweden 144.
Let's see if we
Scandinavian 64 Tango, passing
It's-
3000 feet.
Scandinavian
I
64
think
Tango, Sweden Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 180.
we did hit pretty well.
Climb to flight level 180, Scandinavian 64 Tango.
And all the time I have to take care that I don't climb above the 2000 feet I was cleared to. Now I'm at 1300 feet. And again, approaching
Scandinavian 618, holding short 008.
the
Scandinavian 618,
refilling
wind is
of the
320
Bambi
degrees,
Bucket
8 knots, runway
to
08,
nose
left
wind.
turn departure, cleared for takeoff.
Left turn departure, clear for takeoff, 08, Scandinavian 61.
We're quite high at the moment, but descending.
Board stations on this frequency, Sweden Control is now closing. Monitor Unicom 122 disseminate. Good afternoon.
Maximum around 500 feet per
Tack för att du ser.
minute,
Hambrada.
the vertical speed,
Hambrada, tack så mycket.
which you can see from here. When we are operating in a very low airspeed. 100 feet with the radio altimeter hitting the GTCH mode. And refilling the Bambi Bucket like that, and immediately more power to and decoupling and gaining some airspeed. Let's see from the outside. I usually don't like to fly outside of the aircraft because you don't do that in real life either, but I make an exception with this. Now Let's see how it went. Pretty close. You can, and by the way, empty the Bambi bucket either by binding a primary fire button for some of your joystick buttons, or there is also possibility to do it where was it? It was here. So pressing this upper banner here, and then you can see the dump bucket. Now watching the airspeed that it won't get too low. Now I'm multitasking several different things. It's not a good thing to do. At least not in the real world. TTCH. Bucket full of water. Maximum power. Nose down. Upper modes decoupled. VTOS speed 45 knots. Then let's check the situation from this angle. No, I'm not able to aim to the spot. Maybe a little bit too low. I'm trying to get good angle for the screenshot. Meanwhile, struggling here. This is not a good combination, but let's try anyway. Okay, there we go. Crap, this is hard from this angle. Let's just aim to the bucket like that. No! This is not really how I fly a real helicopter in the real world, so don't worry. But in the simulator you're able to test something and do some crazy stuff. Usually I like to, especially the HEMS missions I'm flying. For example, in my earlier videos, I like to do everything as close as possible to the real world. But this is some extra fun. And lowering the speed when arriving to the nose wind. We still have some smoke. Hitting the GTCH mode. I have also button binding in my joystick to make this GTCH active. There we go. Maximum power, or the 30 minutes power. actually decoupling the upper modes. VY speed. I try to keep the speed between the VY around the VY and at least at VTOS 45 knots to be able to operate safely. Now, let's see how we managed. I think it's little by little getting out the fire I meant. Okay, I think that the Sweden Control frequency is so quiet that maybe the VATSIM airspace just closed here. I have to check it later. Now let's make this manually. Just trying to hover steady and going down. Now we hit the bucket to the water. Here's speed. And let's stay on VTOS speed 45 knots. To be able to aim more accurately. Maybe a little bit to the right according to the latest flight, overflight, and hitting the fire button now. Let's see. Yeah, pretty close. It's still burning like crazy. So off we go. I think that after maybe two discharging, we are able to put the fire out, hopefully. Yeah, this is not very careful flying. Flying backwards in nose wind. There we go. We have a bucket full of water, fresh Swedish lake water. VTOS speed and maintaining this altitude. Okay, let's try it this way. I will kill the airspeed and start to hover with the GTCH mode. Right above the fire, and then I will discharge the bucket and let's see if it goes off. And now hitting the GTCH, the helicopter is going to stop right here. And then let's see how we are located. We have plenty of power to hover with this weight, and now I'm using the beep trim button in my joystick to fine adjust the hovering by like half a meter with each click. Now we're in a pretty good spot. And now. Okay. Looks like the wind is pushing. Yes, we made it. The wind was pushing the water also back from us, so this bucket water release really acts like in real life. Great. But hey, the fire is out and I'm hovering with automation. Still I'm pressing here the CRHT which holds the helicopter according to this radio altimeter altitude or the height. So now I'm totally able to just rest without hands on the controls. So as you can see from the where it is scenario editor, all the fires have been put down, so we are ready. And maybe the ground crew have already managed to come here with the fire trucks and struggled their ways along these tracks, and they will make rest of the mission and check that it will be really off. Now I will check the Swedish airspace. Yeah, VATSIM airspace is closed at the moment, so in that case I will switch to Unicom, which is 122.8. This is like a common frequency in VATSIM what you are using if there is no VATSIM tower or ATC open. 122.8, like that. 122.8. double check. Good. Hey, we are ready, and I'll head to Åre-Östersund airfield for landing. Okay, let's make a traffic announcement. Åre-Östersund traffic, Airbus H145 helicopter, firefighting helicopter approaching from the southwest direction of the airfield 2 miles and joining to downwind runway 30 to land. Here is the airport, and I'm joining to the downwind-ish. There we can see the tower. Åre-Östersund traffic helicopter, Oscar Mike Sierra, downwind runway 30, will make approach to taxiway Alpha for landing. Okay, now I unintentionally climbed very, very high, so let's make one 360. It's never shame to do some extra stuff in the name of aviation safety. It would be more embarrassing to crash the helicopter and then just tell that I was busy and I didn't dare to do 360 because it's embarrassing. Okay, this was really crappy 360. But here we go. This approach doesn't fit to any kind of normal landing procedure. It's just like a VFR helicopter approach, maybe closest to the clear field landing with a decision height of 100 feet and 40 knots, but this was something totally else. Here we are, and then I'm going to land next to this hangar. Which is in real life a Babcock Scandinavian Air Ambulances maintenance hangar. And with the bucket, I think that they usually back up. They first put the bucket on ground and then they back up the helicopter while descending, so that the bucket will leave to the front side of the helicopter. But this Bambi Bucket has this kind of handy thing that it goes inside the ground, so I don't have to worry about it. Hey, this was firefighting with high performance groups, Airbus H145 and the firefighting variant, which is really cool. Hope that you got something new information perhaps from this. At least please make flight plan if you're using a VATSIM in Sweden or any other country and you haven't contacted the operator or the ATC in advance. That's what I learned from this flight, at least. Okay, it was good to have you here, and see you next time.